Going on, gents? It's Leonard. So we were talking in the field yesterday after the tournament, and some of the guys asked if I could do like a recap video for the day. I guess you guys kind of enjoyed the uh, top 16 mock draft, honorable mention video, as well as the live draft. So yeah, so man, here we are. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody. It was a phenomenal turnout, man. You guys did an awesome job getting in there on time. Everyone paid on time. We only had two flakes on the day. It was Aaron from SOP and Leandre from X-Cons. I don't know. I haven't been able to talk to them. I don't know if they're all right. I hope everything's okay and that they didn't just flake on us. But chances are they just said fuck it and fell asleep. Thank you again to Chaz, Jasper, Skinner, and Renee for helping me ref throughout the day, keeping order from everybody. Man, you guys did a phenomenal job, and I appreciate you guys, man. I know it's a long day, and I think Renee got more gas from refing than he did from playing. So thank you again. Congrats, Team Renee, man. You guys killed it. You guys beat twice. It was two blowouts to me. Made plays all day long and proved to be the better team in the tournament, man. You guys were undefeated going into the last game. Fortunate to playoff, but you guys got it done. Congrats again to Porky, MVP, man. You showed us that number 3 pick was well worth it, and you probably should have been picked a little bit higher. Every time that kid had the ball in his hands, man, he was making somebody look silly. He was juking, he was jiving, he was shifting, he's like a little white Barry Sanders, man. Dude was everywhere. So congrats, Porky, on that. First notes I got here, I wanted to explain the point differential and the head-to-head thing that we scrapped halfway through. It wasn't to screw anybody. It was a suggestion that got brought up about halfway through the day after like I think it was the third game. It was kind of the guys that mentioned it. It was kind of silly to have a head-to-head when everybody plays. Everybody's only 4 teams. And I said, you're absolutely right. And so we switched it to just point differential. Now some guys got that memo, some guys didn't. It is what it is, man. It was a fast-paced day. I didn't get a chance to explain it to everybody, so suck it. But it ended up working out. The last game ended up meaning something. We had Team Renee at 2-0 and Team Gun at 0-2. And if we would have still stuck head-to-head, Team Renee would have been in the championship and could have forfeited the game. And Team Gun would have been out, period. And they get stuck with 2 games, and then, it's over, man. And they got nothing to play for. So the point differential actually made that game way more interesting. All Team Renee had to do was not lose by 17. And they would have stayed in the number 1 seed, and Gun's team would have been done. They come out firing. They end up winning by 23. It was a back-and-forth game for a long time. Gun ended up pulling it out and forcing them into the playoffs against Team Renee, propelled us to the 1 seed, and actually ended up knocking out Skinner's team, who beat Gun's team early in the day, too. So it worked out. Like I always said, man, this is a democracy. It's not a dictatorship. I'm not here to play judge, jury, and executioner. I'm just here to facilitate the best possible tournament and the best possible outcomes when it comes to guys who are paying money and want to play some games. So I think it worked out. We'll fine-tune it. We'll figure it out for next time. But for now, that's how we're going to roll. So here we go. First thing I got is for Team Gun, man. I thought Lunny lived up to the hype, man. The kid's a baller. I played with him now for 2 seasons, and I know how good he is. But yesterday, man, he really fucking showcased it. The kid was running just timing routes. Him and Gunn were the perfect combination. Andy Dalton and then freaking Jordy Nelson, man, it was ridiculous. He was running timing routes with him all day. He was making huge plays downfield. So I got Lunny living up to the hype, man. Congrats, you deserve that number 1 pick. I think Porky's gonna give you a challenge next time, but yeah, hell yeah, man. Good job. Congrats. Miles Medeiros, man. I told you guys he was an underrated athletic player. He absolutely balled it up for them. He was running hitches and goes, slants all over the place, man. Catching the ball, snagging it out of the air. He got a little banged up. I think he hurt his ankle yesterday. So hopefully you're all right, Miles. Hope you get to ice it down. Feels a little bit better today. But congrats, big dog. You did good. DeAndre, man. I told you he's an underrated guy, and he came out and he did his thing, man. His rating's definitely going up. D, phenomenal job. Gun, thank you very much for the draft, man. I know you didn't know a lot of guys, a little bit tougher on you, but I think you made the best of the situation that you were put in, and you made some damn good throws yesterday, man. Stood tall in that pocket and made things happen. So, congrats. The only thing about Team Gun yesterday is they balled. The record didn't prove what they were, man. They had 2 second-half leads of 13 or more against my team and as well as Skinner's team in the first game of the day, and they blew it. So their defense kind of softened up there a little bit, and they got stalled on offense. But for the most part, man, they had a phenomenal day. They had a great game in the last game against Renee. They needed to win. They needed to win big, and they got it done, man. So I told you those guys are competitors over there. So congratulations, Team Gun. We'll talk about that overtime game in a minute. Next, I got Team Skinner. Now, the story of the day for Team Skinner is drop balls. Man, it was tough to watch sometimes. He was putting them on the spot. Me and Skinner are very similar quarterbacks. We aren't going to make all the perfect throws. Some of them are going to be jacked up. But then we're going to make some good throws. And then when we do, drop balls kind of hurt. They kill momentum. They kill everything. And that was the story of the day for Team Skinner, man. Drop balls. But a guy who doesn't drop balls, who I got down here, is Johnny. Johnny, you're an absolute beast, man. I played with you now for a couple years. I say it time and again. You are a monster, and you proved it. There were 4 or 5 times where you were actually covered fairly well by a cornerback, and you still somehow made that damn play. One that comes to mind particularly was the one against Will, Team Renee versus Team Skinner. I mean, Will had you dead to rights. It was a locked up. You guys both go up for the ball, 50-50 ball. Will knocks it out of your hands. You're falling down. The thing hits you in the shoulder, and you catch it while still keeping inbounds, man. It was a phenomenal play. You're a goddamn beast, Johnny. Congratulations, man. One note I got here is also in that game is Tommy, my boy Tommy, got a sack on Renee for a safety. Now, Renee did get away from him probably about 6 or 7 times and made Tommy look silly. But the one time Tommy got to him, man, it ended up being for a safety. So congrats to Tommy. Tommy also got put on spin cycle from Brandon and also caught an elbow on that same play. So Tommy had a good and a bad day at the same time. Andre and Chris, man, you guys balled out for the day, man. I thought you guys did phenomenal coming from the Los Andres team. I'm going to be honest with you guys, no one really expected much out of Los Andres. You guys were a brand new team. You guys strung together some wins at the end of the season. But you guys came out, man. You did your thing. Andre, you were phenomenal on the block, chip and release. Every time you'd spell for the rush. Chris getting open left and right. You had a big drop ball in one of those games. I think it was against Team Renee. But, I mean, you did your thing, man. You guys proved that you guys belong in this league, and I can't wait to see you guys next season, man. Skinner also got a tough break on the day, man. He was sitting pretty in that number 3 spot, ready to play a playoff game with us against my team while Renee went to the championship, and Team Gun came out of nowhere and completely annihilated Renee on a 2-game sit, and he got bumped out of that spot. So we'll fine-tune those rules, man. We'll fine-tune it to we had 2 teams at 1-2 and 2 teams at 2-1. We probably could have did a playoff for all 3, but we didn't. And we'll figure it out. We'll go back to the drawing board, and draft 23 is going to be even better. So next I got up, man, is my squad. Man, my squad I thought did good. We got blown out twice by Team Renee, and it's completely my fault, man. I am not a quarterback. I've never claimed to be one. I'm an athletic guy who can throw the rock fairly decently, but not good. I had a ton of bad throws. We had a bunch of drop balls that were wide open balls. So it is what it is, man. We had a good time. We strung together 2 wins there against Team Gun and against Team Skinner. Ended up getting blown out in the championship by Renee. I think I threw probably 3 or 4 picks. We probably had 5 or 6 drops. A tough break, you know what I mean? It's tough. It is what it is. But on my team, man, first of all, Key and Marcus on the rush, man. Key was a guy that actually showed up to fill in for anybody who didn't make the game, anyone who flaked. I ended up picking him up. He's one of Will's friends, and he was an absolute animal. The kid is nothing but energy. He's a fast player, and he got to the quarterbacks a lot that day, man. I appreciate it, Key. Congrats, man. Marcus, I mean, I drafted Marcus for a specific reason, and he proved that reason, man. Marcus absolutely did anything we needed, was good on offense, was great at the rush, great at the combo, knew exactly where to be, and made plays all day long, man. I don't think he missed a flag all day. So, Marcus, attaboy. We should have kept a faster pace, man. When we went fast pace, we absolutely were scoring with teams. We were making more plays with a faster pace offense. We try to slow it down, try to bleed the clock on some teams, but it was not in my favor. It's not the style of play I'm used to. I should have kept it fast pace. That was my fault, guys. So cheers to everybody on Team Leonard. Also, one note I have here is that Joey Delatorre, man, my boy from the Ducks, QB on team. Well, he was for Team Skinner's center. I got him to pitch me the ball, classic Leonard style, man. He caught it, started running, found himself in traffic. I'm just telling him, Joey, I'm right behind you, big dog. He turns, chucks it to me. We one-handed for the pick. I know he felt bad. I felt great about it, and everyone got a good laugh at it. So thanks, Joey. Appreciate that, man. Cheers to you for pitching me the ball, baby. All right, so up next I got last team. I got Team Renee, man. Balled all day. Um, Team Renee came out first game and completely mopped the floor of my squad. I think we lost by about 17. And I just couldn't do anything against them, man. They made plays all day. Brandon Davis is thinking about opening IHOP with how many pancakes he sold yesterday on the field. I don't think there was one rusher that didn't get tossed to the ground by Brandon yesterday. He came out with something to prove, and he proved it, man. He's by far one of the better centers in the league, if not the best in my eyes. I played with Brandon for a couple years now. I played against him for years before that. And yesterday it was the pinnacle of that was one of the best Brandons I've ever seen, man. Not only was he catching the ball and running, but his blocking was absolutely phenomenal. I suffered a pancake to him. I know he pancaked Tommy. I know he pancaked Gunn when he came in. I think he pancaked Sven a couple times when he was rushing in. So, Brandon, if you need a partner to open that IHOP, man, I got you. Don't trip. I got Chaz, man. Chaz did what Chaz does. He makes plays up and down the field. He finds himself open in the right spots. When he's in traffic, he's a beast. There's no one's going to beat him with the ball. One play that comes to mind was the last second touchdown with 2 seconds left against Team Skinner. I mean, it was just a slow route that developed late. Renee did a phenomenal job getting away from the rush. Chaz found himself on the sideline covered by 2 guys, still managed to grab the ball from him and get his foot down. The first foot was down in bounds, second foot came out of bounds, but it's one foot in, baby. That's all you need here. Chaz did what Chaz does, man. Congrats. You did a phenomenal day. Someone I was surprised on their team was Shadell Richardson from Los Angeles, man. All 3 Los Angeles guys that came out, I thought did very, very well yesterday, especially for their first season out here with us. For them to all participate like that and the way they played was good. Shadell provided a constant rush, a big man, not always getting a sack. He sacked me twice, actually, once for a safety. But he also, just providing pressure on the guys and a big, huge body to really put pressure on everybody all day, man. And it was a good job. So big ups to Shadell. And then I had to mention it because he's been bragging about it all for the last 2 days. My phone hasn't stopped blowing up. Clarence did sack me. He's calling me no hips Leonard now, which is not true. I'm still swivel hips. He got me. It happens. I should have spun on his ass, but it is what it is. I was looking downfield. I thought I was gone. So Clarence, cheers, boy, on the sack, man. So next up, I got games, man. Games of the day. I thought the teams were evenly matched throughout the day. Obviously, my team had the worst ass whoopings of the day, except for Renee in the last game. But the teams were evenly matched. We had 9-point victories, 7-point victories. I thought every team had a fair shot at the beginning of each game. Sometimes it got away from them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Renee sabotaged Skinner. He didn't want to face them in the championship or in the overtime game, so he let Team Gunn come and beat them by 23 to get in. So tough break. Renee, I'm still calling collusion. Skinner, hey man, next time, baby, next time. I thought the game of the day for me was actually not even a game. It was 8 plays of straight awesome. The overtime game to get into the championship between Team Renee and Team Gunn, coming off that Team Gunn ass whooping that just happened. That was some of the craziest 8 plays I've ever seen in a game. It was 14 plays each way, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Renee scores on a 4th down touchdown from about the 10-yard line, goes for the 2. Didn't need to. Probably could have went for the 1 and the easy extra point, but he goes for the 2 because he's Renee, super competitive, and he's crazy as shit. And the Team Gunn ends up picking that shit off. I believe it was Lunny. Turns around and takes it to the house to go 6-2. Now, in that scenario, all Team Gunn had to do was score, and the game's over now, right? Still got to keep up, but they got the 2 points back. All you got to do is score. The first play on offense from Team Gunn is a post to Lunny, and he had Will beat by a step. He goes up to get it. As soon as he puts his hands on it, Will, like a thief in the night, man, somehow throws his hand in Lunny's way and knocks that ball out and caused Lunny to double clutch it. And by that time, it was too late. Lunny had dropped the ball in the end zone. But it was honestly probably one of the top 3 plays of the day. It definitely saved that game because right then and there, Lenny catches like that 9 out of 10 times. even with your hand in there. Will just happened to sneak in real close and did it. So Will, awesome play, man. That shit was crazy. You had people sewed up all day, and that was just one of the extra plays you made that definitely saved the game. Because then they throw an incomplete pass on second down, and then on third down they get the ball out, but Team Gun only has Gun at quarterback only had one flag on. He clearly touched him. I didn't see he had one flag on, but I saw the touch. I didn't call it because I didn't see a flag go in the air or somebody hold up a flag. They throw the ball. We go downfield. I look back. Gun definitely has one flag on. He pulls one out of his pocket to put in his belt. It was already too late. It was definitely a sack. So we move on to fourth down, and it's just beyond the 50-yard line. So they're throwing a Hail Mary they're getting ready for a Hail Mary on fourth down, man. And then Porky, living up to the MVP hype, living up to the number 3 pick, puts a phenomenal spin move on the center and then just gives an all-out dog heart effort, crawling, staying on his feet, and then just dives and grabs Gun's flag for the game-winning sack to end it all, man. It was a great play. It was, like I said, man, that overtime game entertained me more than any other game. It was 8 plays of just pure awesome and heart, and yeah, big kudos to Team Renee for pulling it out. Gun's team for fighting back and sneaking in there, man. Great job. So yeah, man. Then we came to the championship game and we scored first. We went down and scored, and I don't think we scored again in the first half. It was tough, man. We had a lot of drop balls. We had a lot of bad throws by yours truly. We had a little bit of momentum going, but we couldn't come up with the stops that we needed, and we couldn't score when we needed. So cheers to Team Renee. Again, thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody showing up on time, paying early. So hopefully I'll see you guys again for Draft Tournament 3. We're going to try and do it after every season. And hopefully I see some new teams out there. If anybody wants to come out and play in Hermosa, man, we're more than welcome. It's a great league. It's a great location, and looking forward to seeing everybody out there. So cheers, everybody, man. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.